It was my pleasure back in 2007 to work with this gentleman. And this gentleman is a gentleman's gentleman. He has worked for and with WGN-Radio for 52 years. And he said the other day to the band, I'm Scandinavian, so I'm only half done. He's a wonderful human being, fantastic person. You've heard his voice for many, 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 many moons. Orion Samuelson, please welcome him.
conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this, but in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here and thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave their last full measure of devotion, that we here finally resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Because I know many of you are disappointed that tonight I will not deliver a Wall Street report, nor will I tell you today's price of frozen pork bellies. But I do want to take a moment to say that as moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas and brothers and sisters, you ought to be proud of this group. I envy them because I went to a high school in Wisconsin. I grew up on a dairy farm there, and I might also tell you that things don't always turn out the way you think. When I was a junior in high school, I said, Dad, I'm not going to spend the rest of my life getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to milk cows. I became an agricultural broadcaster, and ever since have been getting up at 2:45 in the morning for people who get up at 5 o'clock to milk cows. Something wrong here. But we had 98 students, 28 in our marching band. And I played the sousaphone. I was the only kid big enough to carry it and blow it in a parade. And that was my background in music. That's why I enjoy and am truly envious of the talent that's here. Enjoyed it at rehearsal yesterday. And then one other comment as I look over the list of graduating seniors that'll be honored tonight. A lot of great universities here, but I'm delighted to see that so many are going to the University of Illinois. And I'm delighted at that, because 11 years ago, the university honored me with an honorary doctorate, And this Sunday, they honor me by inviting me to be the commencement speaker at the graduation on Sunday at the University of Illinois. And finally, I apologize for talking and running, but my clock radio comes on at 2:45. And we live in Huntley. My wife, Gloria, who is here with me tonight, is up at 2:45 to send me off with coffee on the 52-mile drive downtown. And I will be talking about you tomorrow morning at 4 to 5. Saying only good things. And if you cannot be up and about and active, you can be part of the undercover audience. Take you any way we can get you. So thank you for the invitation, Raylene, to work with you once again, and with this great group of talented musicians. And thank you for allowing me to again pay tribute to Mr. Lincoln. Thank you.